Why getting rich slowly feels wrong, but always wins. Getting rich slowly feels wrong. It feels boring, unsexy, like something you'll never brag about at a party. And yet, it's the only strategy that has always worked. We live in a world addicted to speed, fast food, fast internet, fast success stories. So when someone says, hey, just put money away steadily, wait a decade or two and you'll be free, it feels almost insulting, like they're hiding something from you. But what if the real hidden knowledge is this? The very fact that it feels wrong is what makes it right. The reason most people never get rich is because they chase the feeling of right now instead of the results of later. Think about every scam you've ever heard of. The pitch is always the same. Double your money in weeks. Quit your job by Friday. Guaranteed profits in 30 days. That's how they hook you, because it feels exciting, immediate, seductive. But wealth, real wealth, the kind that lasts generations, has never been built that way. It has always been built slowly, quietly, patiently. And that's the secret most people can't handle. Take Warren Buffett. The man is worth more than $100 billion today. But do you know when most of his wealth appeared? Not in his 30s, not in his 40s. Almost all of it came after he turned 60. Why? Because compounding, the quiet force of slow money, had decades to work. Compounding feels invisible at first, like nothing's happening. You save, you invest, you wait, and for years it looks like you're wasting your time. But then, almost like magic, the curve tilts upward, and suddenly, you're ahead of almost everyone you know. This is why getting rich slowly feels wrong, because in the beginning, it isn't obvious. It's not Instagram-worthy. It doesn't make you feel powerful. It makes you feel ordinary. But ordinary, done consistently, becomes extraordinary. And the people who understand that, the people who can delay the dopamine rush of get rich quick, those are the people who always win. Here's a thought experiment. Imagine two friends, both 25 years old. One puts away $500 a month into Bitcoin, or an index fund, or real estate. The other laughs and says, "That's too slow. I'll find a shortcut." Fast forward 20 years. The first one is free. The second one is still searching for the next shortcut. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Slow wealth is invisible until it's undeniable. And by the time it's undeniable, it's too late for everyone else to catch up. The people who look like they got rich quick, most of them didn't. They just got rich slowly, out of sight. And by the time the world noticed, it looked like it happened overnight. Think of Bitcoin itself. In 2009, holding Bitcoin felt pointless. In 2011, owning Bitcoin made you look like a nerd. In 2015, people mocked it as too slow to change the system. But those who held, slowly, consistently, saw something extraordinary. The lesson is the same in every era, every market, every asset. Wealth belongs to the patient, to those who choose boredom over hype, discipline over excitement, delayed gratification over instant dopamine. And yet, doesn't it feel wrong to think that way? Doesn't it feel almost unnatural? That's because your brain is wired against you. Your biology is screaming, "I want results now." This wiring comes from survival instincts. In the past, if you didn't eat the food in front of you, you might starve tomorrow. Your ancestors who waited patiently often didn't survive. But in today's world, survival is not the same as wealth, and the same instincts that once kept you alive now keep you poor. This is why you have to hack your own psychology. You have to trick your brain into being comfortable with the boring, with the slow, with the invisible work that no one applauds. And here's the real kicker. If getting rich slowly feels wrong, you're probably on the right path. If it feels too easy, too obvious, too exciting, that's when you should be worried. Think of the people who bought flashy cars on credit versus the quiet person who just kept saving, investing, waiting. Fast forward 10 years. One has an old car and debt, the other has freedom. And freedom is the ultimate form of wealth. Not cars, not watches, not status symbols, but waking up every day knowing you don't have to trade time for survival. That's why getting rich slowly always wins, because the process trains you. It builds habits, discipline, resilience. You don't just get rich, you become the kind of person who stays rich. If you've ever wondered why lottery winners almost always go broke, this is the reason. They got rich fast, but they never became wealthy in their mindset. They skipped the journey, and the journey is where the real wealth is built. The secret, the hidden knowledge most people overlook, is that slow wealth isn't about the money at all. It's about who you become while waiting. Every month you invest, every year you wait, you're not just compounding money, you're compounding patience, wisdom, vision. And when the money finally arrives, you're not just rich, you're untouchable, because you've mastered yourself. So the next time someone tells you that getting rich slowly is a waste of time, smile, because deep down, you know something they don't. You know that time is the most powerful asset you own. And here's where it gets interesting. In a world where everyone is chasing quick wins, the slow game is actually the biggest advantage you can have, because almost no one is willing to play it. It's not that getting rich slowly is hard, it's that it feels wrong, and that feeling filters out 99% of people, leaving only a few, the ones willing to wait. And those few are the ones who quietly build empires, while the rest chase the next shiny distraction. So, if you've ever doubted yourself, if you've ever felt like you're falling behind because your wealth isn't instant, remember this: you are not behind. You are exactly where the winners always start. The only question is, will you keep playing the boring game, or will you get seduced by the exciting shortcut? Because shortcuts almost always lead back to the start, but the slow road always leads forward. If you've made it this far in the video, you already understand something most people never will. You've seen behind the curtain. You've glimpsed the real way wealth is built. But here's the challenge. Will you act on it? Will you stay patient? Even when it feels wrong. Even when everyone around you is chasing hype. If you do, if you can truly embrace the slowness, you'll look back one day and realize you won. Not because you were smarter, not because you got lucky, but because you trusted the one formula that never fails. Get rich slowly. It always feels wrong, but it always wins. If this message resonated with you, if you feel like you've just uncovered a hidden truth, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, more hidden knowledge that no one else is talking about, make sure you subscribe. Because this channel isn't about hype, it's about reality. And the reality is, slow wealth beats fast illusions. The question is, which path will you choose? Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the hardest thing in the world is simply waiting. But those who wait, those who stay patient, they always come out ahead. So play the long game. Protect your time, protect your discipline. And one day, you'll wake up realizing you're free. That's the real secret. That's the real hidden knowledge. That's why getting rich slowly always wins. So don't fall for the noise. Don't chase the hype. Stay on the slow path and let everyone else exhaust themselves with shortcuts. Because when the dust settles, the quiet builders, the patient investors, they're the ones left standing. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be one of them.